Hi everyone. As you may know, I am a wedding videographer by trade. I both shoot and edit. Adding a vignette to a photo is something that is somewhat standard, maybe just a little bit of darkening around the edges to help make the subject pop. Um, but you don't see it as much on video, and that is something that I will do somewhat often, add a vignette to video. And back in the days when you were using Final Cut 7, it was built into the program. It's a vignette filter, and you can play around with this, that, and the other thing to get it to your wants. And if you have Premiere Pro CC, same thing. If you have a Creative Cloud Premiere. At home, I have CS6, and at work we use CS6 because Adobe Encore is CS6, and they stopped making it after that. So we wanted that to play nice. And it does not have a vignette filter. So this is how to create a vignette on your video in Adobe Premiere Pro CS6 and earlier. So first, I've muted my audio here, but I've just grabbed footage from my first dance because, hey, there we go. Yeah, we'll use this right here. Yes, those are, in fact, lightsabers. My wedding was better than yours. Okay, so we've just got a bit here. We've got the bright light in the background, especially that shot in the corner right there. And that's going to be important for part of the method that we're using for this. So this is actually pretty simple to do. You go to your effects panel. We're going to look under Video Effects, Generate, and Circle. So we're going to drag that onto our footage. And right now we've just got a white circle on black, because blending mode is none. If we switch it to normal, it's a white circle in the middle. We're going to be doing a whole lot with this right now that is going to get this somewhere where it's actually useful as a vignette. The circle tool is very, excuse me, it's very handy, very versatile in ways that I don't think it was supposed to be. But we'll go with this right now. Okay. We've got the circle tool, and it's a white circle. We don't want that. The first thing that we're going to do is switch our color over to black, because we want a dark vignette. We don't want the white edges around. You may want the white edges around the side, especially if you're going for a more dreamlike appearance. That's just as simple as changing that color to white. We could do red or something if we wanted, but no, we're just going to stick with black. Second thing we're doing is taking this invert circle checkbox. Now everything outside our defined area is black. Everything inside is left normal. Next, we want to increase our radius on this a whole. Thank you for autosaving. That was very nice. We're going to increase the radius a whole lot. I'm setting this to 1000. The values I'm using are for a 1080p piece of footage in a 1080p sequence. If you're using a different size, then you will want to change up these numbers. Next, we're going to go to the feather dropdown, and I'm changing this to 500. We've got, as we can see now, it's already, look, that's us being all cute and such and so forth. But one issue this is giving us right here is this kind of grayed out thing here. Going to my reference monitor here and just dragging this in. Let me get this to a reasonable size. Originally, that light was completely clipped. It's at the 100 mark, and it's bright. It's bright. It's a light source. It should be bright. It's blown out on the camera. By keeping it as we've got it so far, it's pulled it down, and it's just very icky looking. So the last thing to do, I'm going to put that over there because we'll need it later, but we're going to change the blending mode now to soft light. So what that does, we come back in here and we see that our bright light sources are still kept at 100. It's not this ugly gray whatever. We're still getting some darkening around the edges. It's still highlighting my beautiful wife very well. And the lightsaber light sources are still where they should be, which is to say lightsabers, because that's how lightsabers should be. Yeah, and that right there is a basic way to create just a subtle vignette on a shot. Full disclosure, the last couple highlights that I've done, it's across the entire thing, and it really does help. So if you find yourself in a situation where a vignette would be useful, then you can do this. Obviously ways to play around with it. If we want to make that stronger, we're going to reduce the radius. Or we can reduce the amount that we're feathering it. While also bringing in the radius. And we're going to see a sharper fall off in those corners. But again, bringing in our reference monitor, that stays completely lit up. So, yeah. You can also play with some of the various blending modes. You know, that's a little too much. Hard light, nope. That's, you know, doing the wrong thing there with the light. Darken, doing the wrong thing. Maybe you can't play around, you know. Lighten, I don't think that did a single damn thing. Soft light, guys. That's going to get you pretty much where you want. So, anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to also check out my After Effects lens flare tutorial and my color isolation tutorial, which I also used my wedding as an example for. So thank you guys very much for watching. I plan on also doing another tutorial, actually, with showing more of the versatility of the circle tool, so be sure to stay subscribed for that as well. Thanks. Have a good one.